Welcome, welcome. Shit, shit. Ah. Hey, look at that, look at that, look at all of that. Look at all of that happening right now. Hi, I'm Dr. Socrates, and my life is kind of crazy. It's not actually, I live in an apartment by myself, which is great because I wouldn't want to live in an apartment with other people personally. I went through great effort to get an apartment by myself because I didn't want to have a bunch of roommates because I knew I would need a bunch of roommates if I knew I would end up with a bunch of roommates if I ended up getting a roommate. It would be more than one. So I specifically and at great sacrifice, I went and got an apartment by myself. Can I afford it forever? I don't know, but I could afford it for right now. I almost nearly couldn't afford it because my landlord was like, "We want to raise your rent by $40 a month," and I'm like, "Ha, I'll do no more than 15." And they're like, "Ha, you agreed to give us more money. Joke's on you." Anyway, we're playing Death Stranding. I was gonna go fishing this morning, but I'll go fishing tomorrow morning. On a Monday morning when most people are probably there. Head for the harbor. The chiral network between the chiral network experiment between Central and Capital 1. Madam President, this will be your new office from today. The relocation of your official residence has also been completed, and the entire medical team has been brought along as well. Rest assured that information regarding this move has been shared on a need to know basis only. I understand that following the loss of New York, you wish to direct the reconstruction efforts from central Knot City, but in light of recent separatist activity on the eastern seaboard, we no longer consider it safe. We will see to it that all people continue to believe you are in Central, and Bridges HQ will operate as normal. As per your orders, the network research teams and delivery systems management have all been convertently transferred here to Capital Knot City. We are doing our utmost to expedite testing of the chiral network link between Central and Capital, while not neglecting your immediate medical needs, of course. This will be our base of operations for the next stage in the fight to rebuild America. Madam President, I am happy to report the trial run was an success. The connection between Central and Capital was established without incident. No chiral spikes or other irregularities. The Cupid functioned within acceptable parameters as well. There's still a lot of work to do. Chiral holograms, chiral printing, and data recovery have yet to be proven viable, but the confirmation that data can be sent via the chiral network is a huge step forward for the UCA. Our next step will be to use Cupids to establish connections with other cities. Preparations for second expedition are already underway. We're still trying to track Sam down, but as soon as he's back with us, he'll be given his new command. This one's 2 years ago. When people hear mules, they think junkies driven crazy by a desire to steal supplies we so desperately need to survive. Lucky for us, not all couriers are predisposed to this condition. Not all mules, in fact. They were professionals once, and some still are. Some even complete proper deliveries from time to time. Fragile Express has been known to use them, along with independent porters. For those at risk of losing it, they say the only way to stave off the syndrome is to join a distro organization with a strong leadership and support to help you keep you on the straight and narrow. Or you could strike out on your own, but that's no easy path. There's a reason guys who run solo have a reputation for being bulletproof. Likes secrete oxytocin. Before the Stranding, the whole world was connected. There were networks, social networks we called them, that people used to communicate all the time. They shared all sorts... I need my glasses. Well, did you get the first shiny? I got the Ponyta. I got me the Ponyta. That's pretty much it. I'm certainly not going to shiny hunt the game. I've never shiny hunted before, and I don't have the patience. But I'm glad they gave me the Ponyta. I kind of envy people who can play a game for a second. Am I back? I'm back. They shared all sorts of stuff through them. A random thought, a pretty picture, a home movie, you name it. And if you like something that someone else uploaded, you let them know by giving them, well, a like. Sounds weird, I know, but that's the truth. Eventually, someone ran tests on the users of these networks and discovered that receiving a like triggered a rush of oxytocin. The theory was that it stemmed from a sense of being acknowledged, even though you couldn't see the person you were interacting with. It felt like they were accepting you, praising you, and who wouldn't like that? But the same process is at the heart of the mule phenomenon. It's believed that an overdependence on the oxytocin rush provided by these kinds of interactions is a factor in porters going rogue. With this in mind, it wouldn't be wrong to characterize mules as oxytocin addicts. In essence, they're social animals at the mercy of validation. Dolphins use a sensory mechanism known as echolocation to keep track of both their fellow pod members and any potential prey. As the name suggests, they produce sounds which bounce off objects and return as echoes, allowing them to get an idea of their surroundings. Interesting in and of itself, of course, but what I found far more interesting is the recent research suggesting that BBs use a similar method to detect BTs. I don't really know what a BT stands for. I know BB is bridge baby, but I don't know what BT stands for. As you know, BB pods are designed to mimic the conditions inside a human womb, and are key to preserving the BB's connection with this world and the next. Well, recent research now suggests that BBs are capable of producing something not unlike a dolphin sound wave. These pulses travel through amniotic fluid and out the other side, bouncing off BTs and returning as echoes, allowing a BB to ascertain the location of threats. Pretty cool, right? Who is this? This is Hartman. He always talks so much. With the discovery of the beach, the fundamental truth of death was upended. I doubt you will find many who would deny this. Alas, we can say little with confidence in any objective or scientific capacity, for our understanding of this new realm remains in its infancy and is ever evolving, much like our understanding of the universe as a whole. Perhaps the closest thing we have to a working explanation of the beach relates to the conception of a multiverse, but I digress. They were spot on my glasses. Be right back again. I have to clean my glasses because it's driving me nuts. Did you get the first shiny? I got the Ponyta. I got me the Ponyta. That's pretty much it. I'm certainly not going to shiny hunt the game. I've never shiny hunted before, and I don't have the patience. But I'm glad they gave me the Ponyta. I kind of envy people who can play a game for a second time. I find it very difficult to do that. Like, I've already played this bit. I would get bored. But I'm already kind of doing a semi-second playthrough of Xenoblade Chronicles 2. Wait. Wait! 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 Is this? Is this? Is this? Is this? Hold on. It's. I was about to release it, King. King, I was about to release it, and it said, "This is a rare specimen. Are you sure you want to release it?" And I'm like, what? I feel like I must have gone to, I mean, they look, the color palette isn't that different. I remember going to a mass outbreak for Bidoof, but I thought, I just thought there was nothing special. I just caught them all, and I was about to release them all. I am so glad it stops you. It stops you from accidentally releasing a shiny Pokemon if you don't want to. This is kind of fun. This is kind of fun. What? 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 Let's go! Let's go! 30 minutes into your stream and you see 2 shinies. Yo, Gigas, we're gonna move you just temporarily? Like, was it, Luca? I told you just yesterday how much I like Gliscor, right?
Okay, I'm back again.
Oh my god, I'm back again. Perhaps the closest... Alas, we can say with little confidence in any objective or scientific capacity, for our understanding of this new realm remains in its infancy and is ever evolving, much like our understanding of the universe as a whole. Perhaps the closest thing we have to a working explanation of the beach relates to the conception of a multiverse, but I digress. The beach is arguably both a concept and a reality. A discrete beach is influenced by the mind of the associated individual and therefore linked to them irrevocably. This is why we have so energetically pursued the psychological, psychoanalytical, and neuroscientific angles when attempting to create a unified theory of the Death Stranding, the beach, and related phenomena. There was a fad a while back in which subjects underwent counseling in order to learn more about their beaches, and in doing so gain a greater understanding of the nature of death. Doom sufferers in particular provided excellent opportunities for study. An interesting theoretical question arose during that period. If a person's beach was a product of their consciousness, might animals have beaches as well? A conundrum on the surface, perhaps, but one quickly resolved. Only human corpses undergo necrosis and became BTs, which proves somewhat conclusively that only a human can possess a beach. And yet this begs another question. If all that is required is consciousness akin to that of a human, could an AI have a beach, an android? I, for one, do not believe so. Why? Because the function of our beaches is to connect the world of the living and the dead. If the entity was never born, has not truly lived, and will never know death, surely it cannot have a beach. At what point can it be said that man truly understood what it meant to die? It would seem reasonable to suggest that it was when he began to bury his dead, a practice which originated with the Neanderthals. In a way, one might say that our growing understanding of death drove our development as a species. Our fear of it, our attempt to conquer it. Why, it could be argued our entire history revolves around these obsessions. Take the Great Pyramids of Egypt or the tombs of the ancient emperors of China. The more powerful the person, the bigger and grander their final resting place. Or, to posit a more radical theory, could the very concepts of power and society themselves have emerged solely to facilitate the creation of such monuments? Such challenges to the finality of death. Either way, in leaving behind something they hoped might endure through the ages, the builders of these edifices believed that they too might live on forever. The mummies of the Egyptians are another means by which man sought to fulfill this desire to escape the finality of death. They were created that the spiritual self, the Ka, would have a physical vessel, or Ha, to which it could return. The Soku Shinbotsu, or mummified monks of Buddhism, are similar in their respect. However, the monks in question aim to transition straight from life to Buddhahood, in other words, to forego death altogether. But now that the beach has brought us into direct contact with... I saw it a split second before it happened. Ha! You are a savage, savage man. Where was I reading? They were, in other words, to forego death altogether. But now the beach has brought us into direct contact with the world beyond our relationship with death must further evolve. The next stage in our understanding is upon us. That's not fair. Well, it's totally fair because it's right there in front of my god dang face. What you gonna do about it? This is what I feel. This is my reaction. I laugh at your face. Now what you gonna do with it? Now what you gonna do with it? The corals of the seam. Life began in the oceans, and as it evolved, it graduated to the land. At least... Life began in the oceans. As it evolved, it graduated to the land. At least this is what we believed until recently. The creatures of the sea, the land is a harsh and unforgiving place. Given this, what could possibly have compelled these organisms to make such a drastic transition? Consider that fossils of the first fish to adapt themselves to land have been found in regions with unusually large tidal range. Could it be that these creatures developed legs in order to more swiftly return to the safety of the sea when stranded? Interesting. That's something I never considered. That's a very cool thought. Like they were thrown out of the ocean and pushed onto land, and so they got legs just so they could crawl back to the ocean. That makes very good sense. Could their evolutionary leap have been triggered by this traumatic experience, a fear of death? That's what they were talking about just earlier. If so, could similar circumstances have shaped the evolution of the coral-like organisms that inhabit the seam, and driven them to develop an ability to live between life and death? Between time and timelessness, coral is, after all, older than any organism of the land, and hardy enough to have weathered the mass extinction of 540 million years ago. It is a life form upon which many other organisms rely on for survival. Bearing all this in mind, one could argue that the ability to survive the seam is indicative of a profound evolutionary leap. It's a chiral network. So the core infrastructure is complete. The basic Cupid-ready chiral network setup is good to go. Now all we have to do is connect central, not city, to capital and prove that it actually works. Sadly, I won't be here to see it. I've been assigned to the expedition team's second group, so I'll be heading west with the others. But the people in charge here are the best of the best. They'll have the network operational inside of 3 years just as planned, I'm sure of it. And while they're seeing to that, we'll be visiting towns and whatnot across the country and putting the facilities in place for when things are finally up and running. Amelie and the others in the lead group will be forging the connections and laying the groundwork to make sure everything goes to plan. Afterwards, we'll just need to link it all up with the operational cupids. And that should be that. Heh. It's kind of like the Apollo mission back in the day. They used a 3-stage rocket to get to the moon, right? We'll be using a 3-stage process to do something almost as revolutionary. Crypto bitches. Crypto bitches. Crypto bitches. We call these bugs... What is with my glasses? They're smudging so quickly. Alright, no. Fuck these glasses. We're taking them off. Let my eyes suffer. No. Fuck. No. I'll try one more time. One more time to clean these glasses. Did you get the first shiny? I got the Ponyta. I got me the Ponyta. That's pretty much it. I'm certainly not going to shiny hunt the game. I've never shiny hunted before, and I don't have the patience. But I'm glad they gave me the Ponyta. I kind of envy people who can play a game for a second time. I find it very difficult to do that. Like, I've already played this bit. I would get bored. But I'm already kind of doing a semi-second playthrough of Xenoblade Chronicles 2. Wait. Wait! 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 Is this... Is this... Is this... Is this... Hold on. It's... I was about to release it, King. King, I was about to release it, and it said, "This is a rare specimen. Are you sure you want to release it?" And I'm like, what? Boom, instant improvement. I can feel it. I can see it. I didn't even know! We call these bugs cryptobits. Cryptobits. They were recorded in reference books and databases back before the Death Stranding, but nobody ever thought to give them a proper classification, so cryptobiots they stayed. They're named for the process of cryptobiosis, which means hidden life. When environmental conditions get too harsh or resources too scarce, cryptobiots can shut down their metabolic processes and enter an almost death-like state in order to survive. Tardigrades and sleeping chironomids are capable of this too, but cryptobiots are on a whole other level. They can survive anything and anywhere, even on the beach or in the seam. And they aren't capable of prolonging capable of prolonging only their own lives. Humans who eat them acquire limited resistance to timefall too. You won't find them lying anywhere around. You won't find them lying around just anywhere though. You need to know where to look. Not many people even know they existed until recently. so next to no research has been done. But that now that their beneficial properties have been recognized, I'm willing to bet they'll play an important role in helping us understand the beach, the Death Stranding, and everything else. I should eat more of them. It's been about a year since we came here with the rear guard. The first folks through did us the favor of setting up the chiral relay and patching things up before we arrived. So we're doing all right. Not sure about everyone else though. Folks back home sound kind of freaked out. We don't know what's going on in Central or Capital, let alone how Amelie and the others who kept heading west are doing. But something doesn't feel right. What's more, a lot of the guys here have developed some kind of agoraphobia. Like the thought of like the thought alone of going outside scares the shit out of them. So the distro centers and waste stations around these parts here aren't like the ones back east. They're much more isolated, out in the middle of nowhere. Can't help but feel cut off from the world, and there's not a lot of staff on hand either, which means you often have to do the work of two guys, which can make it much lonelier too. When you factor in the terrorism rumors, also, is it just me or does it feel like there's more mules out there these days? Don't get me wrong, I know they're not out to get us. All they want is our cargo, right? Well, that doesn't change the fact that they're not making our work any easier, especially since a lot of these guys used to be first-rate porters and could run rings around us if they hadn't. Still, for now, the network systems are up and running, and we're just holding out for the day when the second expedition comes with a working Cupid. So what happened to the second expedition? That's what I want to know. Till then, oh my god. Where do these smudges keep coming from? Also, is it just me? Well, that doesn't change the fact that they're not making our, especially since a lot of these guys used to be first-rate porters and could run rings around us if they had it. You know. Still, for now, the network seems to be up and running. We're just holding out for the day when the second expedition comes through with a working Cupid. Till then, we'll keep things trucking along. That much we can do for bridges and country, am I right? Time falls and power failures. I volunteered to join bridges. Signed up with my brother, Victor. See, we both remember when America was still America. When we still had planes and satellites, when we were still connected to everyone and everything. The world was different, bigger, and we wanted it back. He was chosen for the first expedition and hit the road damn near straight away. Me, I got told to hang back in Central, which was okay, I guess. Corpse disposal means... Oh, this is Igor. Corpse disposal means taking your share of time fall in the line of duty. You get a sense for it after a while, a sixth sense for when the clouds are about to open up. Of course, the clouds themselves are a big tell, and an inverse rainbow is a guarantee you're in for some shit. There are smaller signs too, changes in the air, a smell in the wind. When it hits, you got power outages to deal with. As far as I understand it, which ain't all that far, it's to do with high concentrations of chiralium causing electromagnetic interference or something, which also interacts with water and kicks up clouds of ozone, which then makes the temperature drop like a rock. Anyway, I may be used to time fall, but that don't mean I'm immune to it. Believe me, I'm younger than I look. Heh, my big bro'd take a lot of pleasure in telling you that if he could see me now. Dooms and the Zodiac. Astrologers like me are used to having our work dismissed, incorrectly of course, as unscientific mumbo-jumbo, but since the death Stranding, more and more people have started to take an interest in what's known as astropsychology, a discipline that combines astrology with various forms of psychology. The fact that each person has a beach to which they are spiritually connected has doubtless contributed to this trend. These days, there are even psychotherapists who use astrological techniques in their counseling sessions. Perhaps the most interesting recent development of all, however, is the discovery that the alignment of celestial bodies at the moment of one's birth can influence one's relationship with the condition known as dooms. Of course, chiralium in the Earth's atmosphere means that it's difficult, dare I say impossible, to actually observe the constellations at any point. To come to the conclusion that therefore have no effect upon human lives, however, would be a foolish error indeed. Porter's note to our beloved daughter. I hope you'll get the chance to read this one day. Picturing you doing just that as I write helps me get my thoughts in order. I wanted to tell you about your mother. We used to work together way back before you were born. That's how we met, on the road, making deliveries to try and get America back on her feet. She was from a military family, raised by parents who taught her to take care of others. Come what may, who gave her the tools to do the job right, and proper. And sure enough, she was tough as they come, and brilliant to boot. Knew all there was to know about guns, medicine, you name it. But more than that, what drew me to her was compassion, a burning desire to help those in need. Your mother, she believed this country was once a beacon of hope and freedom, that it was her responsibility to help folks back together. Hearing her talk like that, I couldn't help but fall hard. I would have given anything, done anything to make her dream a reality. Before I knew it, she'd become my beacon, a promise of what could be. You're the promise fulfilled, proof of what's possible, child of my American dream. Memo number 1. Call to arms. We're not done yet. Hardly ever started, far from finished. They think they got away with it, covered up their tracks, and took us out for good measure. No one knows, and no one will ever come. No one ever will. That's what they believe. But we're still here, still remember. And we still have the stomach for it, don't we? I know I do. I think you do too. So stand with me and fight. We'll destroy that fake future Bridges is building for us to reclaim what's rightfully ours. I'm sorry, 5 years isn't enough time to get your bearings, much less live a life. You were the only one I could save, could only dig graves for the others, and then for you in the end. Dig and grieve and try to make amends. All that's left to me is her, my daughter, my sole remaining glimmer of hope Our future may be broken, but it's not beyond repair. Futures are fragile things, but my daughter's made of stronger stuff. She has what it takes to pick up the pieces and put them back together again. I hope, I pray. Ever since you told me about my brother, I haven't been able to stop thinking about him. I want to make one thing clear, though. I don't blame you for what happened. Igor wouldn't either. I know that. It's weird, though. We weren't all that close, and back when he was alive, I'd go weeks without thinking about him. But now, well, ain't that the way things always go? You still got that little keepsake of his? Sounds kind of stupid, but I've started thinking of it like his alter ego or something. You know, it was his dream to go west with the second expedition, right? He never made it, but if his favorite toy does, it almost feels like it would make up for it. At least a little. You show the little guy the sights now. You hear? Lord knows I'll never get to see him. Thanks, Sam. You really are great, as they say. I knew I could trust you, and now I'm closer to achieving my goal. But I've still got a ways to go yet. That was just one step on my journey. I'm going to need your help again, Mr. Great Deliverer. Anyway, did you like those special glasses I gave you? Gordon glasses, I call them. As worn by one of my world's preeminent scientific geniuses. I'd reckon they'd do a good job of bringing out your natural tough guy looks. Subject. You've been working hard, Sam. Your porter grade ought to go through the roof if you keep this up. I wondered, though, how's your BB doing? Even if you're feeling fine, it might be a good idea to give BB the little guy a break from time to time. I don't know. Can't help but empathize with BBs, I guess. Maybe it's because I'd be one, too, if my last name began with B. If you know what I mean. Benjamin B, I guess. Benjamin Button. So yeah, head down to one of the underground facilities' private rooms, and take a load off. That's my advice. Your BB will thank you for it. See you around, Sam. Sorry, Sam. Bad news. Sorry, Sam. Bad news. Thanks for delivering those rare metals, Sam. Everyone at the distro center really appreciates you coming through for us. I'm afraid I've got some bad news for you, though. That bike you saw outside, its battery's dead. You'll have to give it some juice if you want to use it. Only need to do it once, though. Auto charger should kick in after it. Sorry if we got your hopes up. I got some more bad news for you, too. You see, different facilities have to work together, sharing materials so everyone gets what they need. And to make sure that everything that's produced gets put to proper use. That's why guys like you are so important. Without porters, the whole system fails. Whole world, even. Anyway, there's this guy, George Batten, over at the way station. He used to be a reliable porter, but lately it's like pulling teeth getting him to make even the simplest delivery. Keeps bitching about being scared or not having enough oxy or whatever. Always some excuse. Even when he does agree to make a run, he's liable to lose half his load en route. So yeah, that's why we're a bit short on materials at the moment. I'll make sure you'll soon help us put that to rights. We're counting on you, Sam.
Oh.
take a shit. No grenades? Huh. Nice.
EX grenade number 1.
Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Alright, let's get out of here.
Brought you an astronaut. Mankind can go anywhere, even outer space. You'll be out of there in no time. And the second all this is over, I'm going to take you wherever you want to go.
Wait, was that Igor? Or is this Igor?
Beginning scan. Scanning bridges ID. Verifying ID. Clear. Weapons detected. All weapons will be locked until departure. All clear. Welcome, Sam Porter Bridges.
Okay. Private locker. Okay. Lots of blood bags. Ammo is 4. That's also 4. Share locker. Donate weapons and equipment. Okay. I don't know why I have 3 maser guns. Bridges boots, level 1.
Beginning scan. Have a pleasant journey.
Share locker, claim cargo. Let's go ahead and take
Thank you for your continued support. Storing vehicle. Standing. Thank you for your contribution.
Oh, the power failures, just like they said. Don't go out. Alright, we should have gone back inside, like, immediately. Who the fuck are you? Okay.
The name's Higgs, the particle of God that permeates all existence. Ah, so it was you that dragged him into all this. Bloodied but unvowed.
Why do these people have superpowers?
What's that? Bridget Strand is dead. America's last president dead and burned. Oh, and now the girl's been chosen to take Mommy's place. Well, that won't wash. She's not cut out for politics, is she? Oh, but don't worry. I'll find her. And I'll keep her real safe. You see, I've come to understand the truth of the Death Stranding. Oh, there's so much you people don't know. The girl, for instance. She's not like you or me. Dooms ain't her thing. And she's more into destruction on a worldwide scale. An extinction entity.
He's using the BB to do this.
Oh, it's so hard to form connections when you can't shake hands. Fortunately, I've got a good connection to the other side. Now you're no bridge. To me, I'm bound to all of it. This world, that world, and our sweet little angel of death.
Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm so glad I have the lights on in my room right now.
You're on the menu. All it'll take is one itty-bitty void out to blow us all to kingdom come. So how about it? Aren't you getting tired of the grind? Isn't this what you've been waiting for this whole time? A game over.
Head for Lake Knot City.
Heads up, Sam. According to our damage assessments, it would only take a single void out to total Port Knot City. A single BT allowed to make contact with a civilian would be enough. We can't let that happen. You've got to deal with that BT right now.
Okay, that was eliminate the BT. Um, Alright, so BTs actually kill these things. Oh no, the blood grenades actually kill these things. Oh my god. One more. No more. Come on. Oh my god, I did it. It turned into chiralium.
Keep on keeping on.
Incredible. Simply incredible. For the first time in history, a human being has defeated a BT. Were you not a repatriate, I doubt it would have been possible. Not only does contact with your fluids pose no risk of triggering a void out, but in much the same way as your car is rejected by the beach, your blood can be used to expel BTs from our world. And return them to the other side. You've given us hope, Sam. Perhaps we may yet be saved.
Be proud, man. Friend, Emily's still waiting for you in the west. Head to your boat. It's ready. Get those supplies to Lake Knot City. We're just getting started.
Am I overpacking?
Gonna catch a ride on that boat, Sam? Before you do, be aware that you'll have to leave behind any cargo you haven't gotten around to delivering. It'd be a shame to abandon something important, though, especially if you are close to finishing a run. My advice, put that stuff in your private locker in Port Knot City. Or, if you're feeling responsible, you could just delay your boat trip until you've tied up loose ends. It's your call.
I don't have any orders. Hell yeah, I just killed a BT, motherfucker. Oh, I am filthy. I could have taken a shower.
Snack?
You came through then.
I don't break that easy. Name notwithstanding.
You saw that asshole too, right?
Higgs. He's the leader of a separatist group.
Seemed to me like he was controlling that BT.
That's level 7 for you. Higher, maybe.
Seems like you know a lot about him.
Used to work together. Guess you could say we had a contract.
You did business with terrorists? Whoever pays, huh?
He wasn't like that back then.
So what's your angle? You want to save the world, or you want to fuck it all up like him?
I just wish things were different, all right? Here's all right. Don't worry, she still floats. Come on, we're the only cargo left.
Episode 3, Fragile. Oh, that's so weird. I could have the BB's voice come out of my controller? This thing has a speaker? Weird. She doesn't have a cufflink because she's not part of
We
Bridges.
should get there tomorrow. told you before, Sam. The past just won't let go.
Are they gonna smooch?
Listen, I have something to ask of you.
To smooch?
It has to do with that asshole. Higgs.
Passed out. Wow. Incredible job.
Sam? Sam? Do you remember?
Wow, this game really likes her butt. Like, damn.
It's almost time to go, Sam. I had no idea until you told me. No idea that I was alive. Living is no different from being dead if you're all alone.
Poor Mom. I don't want to go home. I don't want to go home.
Here. It's a dream catcher. Wear it when you sleep, and I'll keep the nightmares away. I'll always be with you. Did you forget how to go home? Come on. I'll take you halfway. And then you can do the rest by yourself.
Did he die?
Better now?
And he has to find his
I'll
body?
be waiting for you on the beach. Come and find me. We used to play together a lot in this place.
You brought me here. I couldn't make the trip on my own.
So long as you have a body to return to, you can't come and go as you please.
So you can't just come back east through here.
Not until you make us whole again, Sam. I'll be waiting for you on the beach. Come and find me.
I'm guessing she exists inside the chiral network as some sort of AI or pseudo soul, pseudo ghost, pseudo AI.
I don't know how you sleep. Need to pick me up?
Why does she like those so much? She's like the doctor.
Welcome
Do you want a
to
jelly
Lake
baby?
Knot City. What?
Nothing.
Let's go.
The picture's gone?
This cargo is from Port Knot City, bound for Lake Knot. I'll leave these up to you. The dispatch terminal is up ahead. In the meantime, I've got some business to attend to. Later, alligator.
She could just teleport away somehow, I guess. All right. Something funny about that. Just something a wee bit goofy, you know? Oh, so this isn't one open world. This is like a bunch of smaller worlds kind of looped together.
There we go.
I don't know how to get up there. I'm assuming I will at some point. Alright, carried on back. We're going to offload all of that. I look ridiculous. Cargo, okay. Offload. Offload. Rest the paper. Heavy snowfall. Wakes the neighbor. The alarm call. I clean out my eyes. Feeling nauseous as the world spins around. Get out of my mind. Get out of my mind. Interesting. Anybody home? Yo, Sam is like the absolute mega Chad of all bellboys. Like a hotel bellhop. He'd be like, "You need a bellhop?" Be like, I am the bell that hops."
Name's Sam.
Oh, do I get a truck now? I want a truck. So despite it being done by Fragile, this is a Bridges depot. They must not be allowed to get in here somehow.
Decontaminating suit. All clear. Welcome, Sam Porter Bridges.
make delivery. Damn. Look at that. Hey, I think it's the first black guy in the game.
Away. I hate to be a hard ass, but I've got to ask. Everything you're transporting above board? Nothing dangerous or illicit? I'm sure they checked you on the way in, but I'm gonna have to take a second look. All clear. Not picking up anything unusual. Cargo looks great too. Been a while since we got some of this stuff.
Samex can now be used at all UCA affiliated facilities. The amount of materials that can be used in Lake Knot City has increased. Elite handler. The reputation you've built is modest but growing.
Sorry for the hassle. Can't be too careful these days. Oh, we heard you were carrying a Cupid. That right? You're clear to link us up.
I thought, like, getting hooked up by the Cupid was, like, a huge deal. Like, a huge, super massive deal. But this guy was like, yeah, no big deal. Just go ahead and do it. I can't tell if it's a big deal or not. Smoke emitting decoy cargo. Preppers, the lake at ground zero.
So we're finally on the network. Long time coming. We won't hold anything back. Capital Knot City will get everything. If all this info sharing makes everyone safer, I'm all for it. You can bet I'm not the only one here who feels that way. I suppose it was better when Bridges 1 first came this way. At least I don't remember terrorists and BTs making our lives difficult back then. Well, be careful out there. The world's not what it used to be. And thank you.
Finally made it past ground zero, Sam. Congratulations. And thank you. It'll only get harder from here, though. When we first came through, it was different. Peaceful. The three cities out there, Lake, Middle, and South Knot, were all on board with our plans for reconstruction. Fragile Express was contracted by all three and kept supplies moving and people connected. But that all changed a year ago, when the Separatists carried out their attacks. One took out Middle Knot City. They detonated nukes from the old days. Half of South Knot City went up in the other. Casualties were devastating. Bridges doesn't have the resources to link up the remaining cities on its own. We need to secure the support of everyone, even those who want nothing to do with the UCA. Impossible as that may seem.
The situation has changed dramatically since Bridges 1 first went west. The destruction of Middle Knot in particular forced us to adapt a new strategy. It's like Amelie said, we don't have the time or resources to construct another knot on that scale. That's why we've taken to cutting deals with preppers and the like. Our only recourse is to utilize their shelters to bolster the strength of the network.
Takes a special kind of person to live out here on their own. The kind that'll tell us to fuck off if we ask them to join the UCA.
Oh, we know. No one's expecting them to say yes up front. But even if they don't like dealing with most people, they got on okay with Fragile Express.
Don't tell me. You want us to use her credentials to get in good with them?
Bingo. She's agreed to it too.
And in exchange, she gets...
Nothing really. A chance to get back at Higgs, I suppose? I can't blame her for wanting one. He took everything from her and then some. Time heals some wounds, but not hers. The work ahead won't be simple or easy, but it needs doing. Get some rest for now. We'll talk more later.
Ooh. I can't tell if this is a cut. Oh, yeah, this is a cutscene. Again, so close to the last one.
Here.
For me?
It's called a keeper. It means knot in old words. You can also use it to count stuff. I add a knot when I make a friend.
Okay. Then how about I add another knot every time I see you?
How do you make a non-metal chain?
This must be very important to you if you were able to bring it here. Very special.
It is special. I made it for you.
I'll treasure it, Sam.
Oh, she's looking right at him.
Something to eat?
What is with you and these bugs, bitch?
Why are you here?
How'd you get
Ask
in
your
here?
boss man.
No. I mean, why are you here?
Got a delivery for Porter. You're gonna need this on the road ahead. This will ID you as an associate of Fragile Express. It's woven from my blood and chiral crystals. Think of it as a kind of bond. Preppers around
strand.
these parts won't give you trouble so long as you've got it. We were the only people making deliveries out here. This was our territory. Until Higgs fucked it all up. Me, the Express, our reputation, all of it.
And now you want to fuck them back. On your own.
I'm not on my own. The cave, Port Knot City, next to your bed. So far apart, yet somehow we keep meeting. All that BT country in between where I should have been caught in void out. Yet here I am. Here I am.
You can use the beach?
I have a beach. You've got yours. I've got mine. I use it to jump across space. I can't conjure up BTs the way Higgs can, but I can go after him. Chase him to the beach. Problem is, everyone's got their own way in. I'm only allowed to pass through the beach I know and understand. I'm sure you've heard the term multiverse.
You alright?
The jumps take a lot out of me. Suck my blood dry. You're going to Edge Knot City, right? Place is full of terrorists. But if you're dead set on it, then you're gonna have to deal with Higgs sooner or later.
Look, I make deliveries, killing monsters and terrorists. It's not what I do.
What if we did it together? I could use my power to help you. We don't have to want the same thing to be on the same side. I could send you across my beach. To any place the Chiralian's thick enough. Any place connected to the chiral network.
She's our fast
What do you
travel!
expect in return?
I expect you to think it over. Here. Call it an incentive. And call me if you need me.
She needs a more effective umbrella.
This will keep us connected. See you when I see you.
That's where the... Fast travel, jumping with Fragile. Fragile can instantly transport you to any distribution center or safe house within the area covered by the Chiral network. Any items you are carrying will be placed in a private locker. Alright, it wants me to go somewhere. But I'm not entirely sure where. Back to Capital?
You okay?
Digesting. Hey Sam, can't tell you how good it was to see you coming over the water on that boat. First time we've welcomed so much as a turd in. What, must be 2 years now? Some folks were saying everything east of Ground Zero must have been wiped out completely. The occasional message drifted in from HQ, but people, not a one. We'd half given up on the Cupid ever being finished. On the second expedition, the whole shebang. And then you show up, and with a working Cupid to boot, our knight in shining armor. Sorry, don't mean to sound like I'm not grateful. I am, more than you know. Every single person here was waiting for someone like you to come along. There'll be more waiting west of here, a lot more. You better get going to find them. Where'd my phone at? Don't think twice. You don't gotta be alone with the highs and the lows. It's alright. Money. Alright. I have no idea where it wants me to go technically. But let's go to Capital Knot City. Where else would we go at this point?
Ready to take the plunge? So, the only things you can bring with you is yourself. And maybe a few other trinkets that are really important to you. Okay, close your eyes. Picture your destination. Hold it in your mind.
Couldn't they have made this loading screen happen inside that cutscene? But as if it didn't happen? How's it going, Sam? So you put Port Knot City back on the map. Not bad. Folks around here seem pretty pumped about becoming part of the UCA and all that comes with it. Chiral printers especially. You should have seen their faces when I gave them a demo. It was like I was conjuring equipment out of thin air. And before I forget, I should also thank you for all the stuff you brought and for taking care of that BT too. You've given everyone a shot of inspiration and courage to carry on. There's not much that there's more precious than these days. There was a time when I was so shit scared of BTs I just wanted to shut myself away and hide forever. But that's not an option. I know that now. We're on the front line here. British isn't going to make it all the way west if we don't step up our game. But don't worry, we won't let you down. We'll get Port Knot City back on its feet in no time. I won't take up any more of your time. That's all I have to say anyway. A couple of the guys wanted me to write to make sure you knew we had your back. Come what may. Won't be throwing in the towel. Same goes for you, right? Tell Amelie we're true believers. Jake Wind. Dear Sam, how's it going? Still heading west? We're rooting for you. We were part of the second group, so we never got to speak with Amelie face to face. Caught the occasional holo message, but that was about it. Still, every little bit helped to keep us going. She's just like her mother, though. Tough, clever, easy on the eye too. Won't lie and say I didn't notice. But what I really resonated with us was the fire she carries, that conviction, same as Bridget. Any one of us would have laid down our lives in service to her vision. I suppose this is all a long-winded way of saying you ought to move on and meet her like we never got to. But when you do, tell her we're all still believers in the cause and her mother. You'll do that, won't you?
So, where do you want to go? Close your eyes. Picture it in your mind's eye.
Okay, so I don't know, OBS issues? I didn't notice. Haven't done much. Just sort of started my way over to the next area, I guess. Right now I'm actually backtracking just a little bit because... Where is it? There you are. There's the medals.
Looks like you've got an empty container there, huh? Feel free to submit junk like that to Bridges. You might not have a use for it, but we do.
Damn, Spectre, you goon. Look at your profile pic.
Footpath.
Where am I going first? The engineer. The engineer. Hello. No! That is unfortunate.
Beginning scan. Scanning bridges ID. Fragile Express ID verified. Weapons detected. All weapons will be locked until departure. Cargo verified. Thank you. Delivering cargo.
Thanks. Sam Bridges, I presume? I've heard of you. The man trekking across the country trying to reconnect folks. I appreciate you bringing me this. I do. Times have been tough.
Is
without
this
Fragile
Yuri
Express
Urenthal?
to handle deliveries. Let me just check the cargo. Huh. Wow. You took really good care of this. I'll let Bridges know how the V&V testing goes. Thanks again. I need you to understand something. It's about Fragile. You might have heard she helped terrorists, that she didn't care who got hurt. But I'm telling you, that's gotta be bullshit. Her and her people put their lives on the line to get us what we needed. She's a hero through and through. Look, I was born in this shelter. The only world I've ever known is within these walls. So when people talk about America, I can't even begin to imagine it. But if that Cupid connects me to everyone else, I won't have to. So yeah, I want to join the UCA. I want to see what I've been missing. And with that, my standalone 3D printer is capable of chiral printing. Assuming it works, the Evo Devo unit should enable me to replicate all kinds of archived objects. We can rebuild America one piece at a time. In the meantime, I can use the network to see what's going on in the cities. Track mule and terrorist activity. It's like you brought me the whole wide world in that package. Thank you, Sam. Let's do business again. Oh yeah. I've got a little something I'd like you to put through its paces. An assist unit
has to be Yuri
myself.
Jornthal, right?
Works perfectly in sim trials, but I need someone to test it out on solid ground. And if it makes your job a little easier, all the better.
Engineer wishes to express his gratitude. He has given you a power skeleton.
Sam, active skeletons attach to your legs and augment your physical capabilities. The one you've got there is a load-bearing AS, designed to reinforce your joints. Just wearing an AS will provide additional support, but you can also boost it to maximize its potential. Go ahead and take it for a spin. You won't be disappointed.
Thank you kindly. Come around again soon.
Good work. New order available. Please access.
What a wonderful gift. Thank you, Sam.
All right, that's one prepper way station. 2 to go.
Distance.
See you again soon.
Bye, Yuri.
Weapons restrictions lifted.
I'm going the wrong way. I'll give a like to JP. There you go, JP.
Beginning scan. Scanning bridges ID. Verifying ID. Clear. Weapons detected. All weapons will be locked until departure. All clear. Welcome, Sam Porter Bridges. Weapons restrictions lifted. Beginning scan. Scanning bridges ID. Verifying ID. Clear. Weapons detected. All weapons will be locked until departure.
Make delivery.
Oh, hey. Good to see you. You've done more for us than we had any right to ask. Don't think we don't know that. Thanks.
Good work. New order available. Please access delivery terminal for further information. Safe travels. Weapons restrictions lifted.
gonna go get that one. Then I'm gonna come back to this big one. And then I won't bother doing these lost cargo deliveries anymore. So I want to at least get to Elder and the last one. Alright, well there's one over there too. It's on the way back. It's alright. You don't gotta be alone.
There we go.
To be somebody.
God damn it. There we go. Too close.
Little bullet.
Keeping on.
Okay.
Is he by himself completely? One inhabitant?
Too close.
Damn, that's crazy.
Beginning scan. Scanning bridges ID. Verifying ID. Clear. Weapons detected. All weapons will be locked until departure. Cargo verified. Thank you.
Thanks again.
Safe travels. Weapons restrictions lifted.
Alright, so we're going to Elder. We're going to Elder first.
Keep on keeping on.
Oh, I'm gonna walk into BT area at some point, aren't I?
Keep it up. Keep
At
it
this
up.
point, I'm just waiting for it to happen. Am I heading in the right direction? Vaguely.
Nice.
Shit. We'll leave it in that one. Goddamn upside down rainbow.
There we go.
Well, 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 William Lake.
Walked up worse.
That was a useless ladder. And I left it there. I don't have an anchor? Damn.
Beginning scan. Scanning bridges ID. Fragile Express ID. Verified. Weapons detected. All weapons will be locked until departure. Cargo. Delivering cargo.
I've been expecting you. You are my lifeline. I've only managed to get this far thanks to porters, and you don't ask for anything in return. You have my gratitude. Let's see how's the package. Wow, this is great. Excellent job, thank you.
for Fragile Express. Please tell me you put the terrorists behind you. When Fragile, the daughter of the founder, started associating with other couriers, things started getting scary around here. Rumors say that she caused the explosion at Middle Knot City, and there's a part of me that believes it. Of course, she could be just another one of their victims. Are you connecting the chiral network? I don't mind a contract with Bridges, but I'm not going to join the UCA. Go ahead if you're fine with that.
Maybe you already heard it from Fragile, but preppers who don't want to be a part of the UCA can still sign a contract with Bridges to join the network. They get to use our delivery services and other basic chiral network infrastructure, much like our full members. Similarly, you'll be able to use their chiral printing facilities to replenish your supplies. They are not, however, obligated to exchange data with us. So don't expect them to share intel or help with the development of new tech. In an ideal world, everyone would be a part of the UCA, of course. But failing that, we want everyone to at least be a part of the network. They can always change their minds after the fact. The Cupid will interface differently with the terminal depending on the type of contract. So connect your Cupid to confirm.
The company just got too big. Times like these, we should all keep it close and tight. That goes for couriers, too. Otherwise, we'll just make the same mistakes. Republics, federations, coalitions, states, connecting all kinds of people together. It's just asking for trouble. Sorry. It's been a while since I last talked to anyone. Travel safe. See you around, then.
Good work. New order available. Please. Access delivery terminal for further information.
Wow, thanks.
Thank you for your contribution.
Good job, Sam. That's 2 prepper way stations integrated into the chiral network. Just 1 more left.
Weapons restrictions lifted.
dropping by again. It's always good to see you. I'd have checked out long ago if it wasn't for people like you. So I want you to know I'm grateful, even if I don't always come out and say it. Until...
Good work. New order available. Please access delivery terminal for further information. Weapon beginning scan. Scanning bridges ID. Verifying ID. Clear. Weapons detected. All weapons will be locked until departure. All clear. Well, weapons restrictions lifted.
Yeah, you were right through there, huh? I'm okay. I'm okay. Oh no, I think I died. Knocked out. Carried outside of hostile territory. Oh, has been stolen. I think we'll end it there. Bye.